Hi everyone, this is take 2. I had a little bit of trouble with my orientation, so hopefully you can come back and join me where you found the video at least, and we can start again. Okay, I'm just bringing up my live so I can read the comments as we go. Alright. So hopefully everyone will come up once they see that it's live and will join me. Hi Marion. Yes, much better. I knew it. I know it's a bit of an inconvenience of coming off a live and then redoing another one, but just be so much easier to be able to share this project with you in the right orientation. So hopefully everyone will find their way back. But I think this card is such a sweet little gift idea. And you can do this for, it doesn't have to be Christmas. You could certainly do it for a birthday, for a graduation, even for a wedding card. This would make a nice wedding card, and then popping in a gift card or some money into the gift bag as well. So what do you think about the colours? I will admit, I think they work really quite well together, but I don't know whether I'd pick up Berry Burst, Peach Pie and Pretty Peacock and think, yeah, I'm going to do a card with that. So anyway, we're going to get started. I want to share with you some of the products that we're using for today's card. That is Berry Burst ink and Peach Pie. These are 2 of the 3 colours in that colour combo. I'm using for my sentiment on the inside of the card the Greetings of the Season. This is an online exclusive stamp set. I have used this a lot. You guys have seen me use this a lot over the last 5 days, so it's not stopping anytime soon. If you don't have a Christmas sentiment stamp set, this one works so beautifully. We're also using the Spotlight on Nature dies. I'm just using these for the front of the card there. Oh, thanks, Sue. Yeah. I'm using for this sentiment here Reindeer Fun, just for the Merry Christmas. Like I said, when I was creating these 12 days of Christmas, I did have a lot of products on my desk, and I just tend to sort of grab what I wanted, not really realizing that I'm using lots of different sets, but you can also use whatever you have in your stash as well. And then to decorate this card, we're using the Golden Greenery bundle for the decoration of the sprigs here, the bells, and this is also part of, or the second bundle to this suite that's part of the online exclusives. Oh, I'll get that out in just a second. There we go. So hopefully, looks like everyone sort of popped on over, which is really great. Welcome everyone. I'm really happy that you've made it. I'm also using my DSP that is turning out to be one of my favorite Christmas DSPs. Also part of that green and gold greenery suite from the online exclusives. This is the Season of Green and Gold, which is the gold foiling, super beautiful. I've already actually cut my DSP, but this is absolutely an amazing DSP. Really creates elegant projects with such ease. Okay, the other DSP that I've used is I've actually gone to my Brights 6x6 Designer Series paper stack. These work really well to have in your stash to be able to create lots of different cards using that colour family. So we've got the Brights, which include the Azure Afternoon, Berry Burst, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Greeny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mumbo, Poppy Parade and Pumpkin Pie. So you're getting, 10 of the colours in one pack of DSP, and I think there's 4 different designs in the designs as well. And I do need to cut this. I haven't cut that yet, but I've got all my other kit already cut. So I've got a little scrap of tissue paper to go inside the gift bag. I've got a piece of basic white thick cardstock. This is 3 1/8 by 1/2 inch. I've got just a scrap piece for stamping our bells, and I've got a scrap piece. Actually, this one I've measured, what did I go, 3 3.5 by 2.5, and this is for our greenery die cuts. We've got a piece of peach pie. I almost said a pumpkin pie. Peach pie. And this is 3 by 3, and we're going to actually be die cutting the circle from this set. And this is a great set. If you haven't seen this one, there's 12 dies. They all nest, and there's quite a few different designs. But we're going to use this one here, and we'll die cut from there. So we have that. That was 3 by 3. Okay, basic white pieces. We have quite a few. So let's have a look. We have 2 that measure 3 7/8 by 1 3/4. So that's for the top and the other side of the card front. We have 2 pieces that measure 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and these are the matting for both the front and the inside, which is the opposite side of this piece here. And then for the inside piece, this is basic white 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. We have a piece of berry burst cardstock. This measures 4 1/8 by 11 inches. That's going to be our card base. And then for our treat bag, this is that beautiful DSP. This measures 4 inches by 9 1/2. And then lastly, we've got our DSP, which I'm going to grab now. We're going to quickly die cut that down, and we can get started on this project. So I'm using the Berry Burst, this one here, and my paper trimmer. We're going to need 2 pieces that are going to go on the front and the opposite side here. They measure 3 5/8 by 1 1/2. So 3 5/8. And actually, I'm going to do this large piece first because I've only got this one piece, and I want to make sure that I get that cut first. So it'll be 3 5/8 by, let me have a quick look, because I've got 3 5/8 by 3 5/8, and I don't think 3 5/8. Yeah, 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. Let's do that. I should have trusted myself. So that will go on the basic white matting. Then we have a piece we need 2 pieces that are 3 5/8 by 1 1/2. Yes, 1 1/2. Hi Judith. Yes, this was our colour combo for last get together. And then I need another piece 1 1/2 by 3 5/8. And you're probably wondering, well, how did we get that collar combo to be able to work with? We just started pulling out colours. So someone suggested Berry Burst, and someone suggested Peach Pie, and then Pretty Peacock come out. So, you know, we all got to choose the colour combo. So no one could blame me at the end of the day. So then we have our 3 pieces for our DSP. Now I can bring all my things back in. I think what we might do is we're going to do a little bit of our die cutting, and then that way we can start sort of popping things together before we start creating the bag as well. So in this set, actually, no, I've just lane changed there. I do need to grab these dies out. And I do want to grab out that smaller bell. We're going to stamp those bells first. That way I can do all my die cutting at once. So I just need this piece here, which is just the scrap. And I'm also going to grab just a scrap of paper. With the bells, we're actually going to be doing stamping off. So the base layer, we're going to do 2nd generation stamping, and then the detailed layer, we're going to stamp in first generation. So I do need just my stamps here. And we'll do all our stamping and then we'll die cut. That'll just make things a lot easier. So has everyone had a busy day or a nice quiet day? We have the peach pie ink. And I'm going to stamp off one generation and then stamp down. And although, you know, that doesn't look all that nice, but when you add the detailed layer over the top, you'll see that it's really, really nice. There we go. Very nice. So we have our bells ready to go to die cut. Let's bring in our Berry Burst ink. And with that, we are going to take the inside layer, which is actually, let me have a quick look. 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Does that sound right? Yes. This is our inside piece. And we're going to stamp it's the most wonderful time of the year. And here's the trick. We're going to stamp it before we place it inside because that's not what I did. As you can see, I didn't get quite a good image, but it still looked all right. So I was happy with that. But if we stamp it first go, before we start adding everything down, it'll make it the easy way. Okay. Sue's been busy with work. Marian's been quiet but busy. Oh, and Wendy had a lovely lunch with friends. Oh, that's awesome. I did have a lovely lunch with friends at the beginning of the week as well. Okay, so I have that on my block. Let's stamp that in the Berry Burst ink. Like so. And you know, you can dress this up a little bit more if you like. You could add, you know, a bit of greenery, whatever. I'm actually going to keep it really simple because it's just the easier way to do it. And the last little bit of stamping is our Merry Christmas sentiment. So let's grab that one. That is from the Reindeer Fun, which I love that, you know, you've got a great font, nice and straight. Can't go wrong with the whole Merry Christmas either. I'm just gonna stamp that in the middle. Perfect. Hey Riley. Seems my German Shepherd's home from next door. Okay, so we have all our stamping done. Let's bring in our die cut machine and we're just going to do a little bit of die cutting. Oh, my husband's home too. There we go. So we have our bells to die cut. Our circle out of our peach pie. And then Pretty Peacock, we are die cutting 2 of those sprigs as well. So we'll have to go through twice just for that second bell. Oh, Judith, we did miss you too. I might have to do it a little bit more regularly.
Hello.
Hey. One shot through. I still haven't got new cutting plate. Need to get that out. this one through. Hi Ruby, nice to have you on here again. Hopefully you've had a really good day. You'll be starting to get that cooler weather too. I wish we were having that cooler weather. Okay. I do need to just pop my dies away because I lost a die maybe a couple of months ago, and I'm just really worried about that now. So we can pop them down, and then we don't have to worry about trying to find them again later on. Okay. Let's bring everything back in. I'll just grab and pop out all these little pieces, which they come out really easy. Makes a mess. Marion came over today and she actually vacuumed my floor for me. You might have to come back again tomorrow, Marion. It doesn't usually last more than a day. Oh, you're dealing with a sick dog. Oh no. I hope your puppy gets better really fast. Gastritis is not good. Okay, almost there. There we have it. Okay. I can move all these things to the side. Let's bring my paper trimmer in, and we're going to, for the card base, this is 4 1/8 by 11 inches. We're going to score on the 11-inch side at 2 inch. Let me get rid of that cutting blade. So 2 inch and 7.5 inches. There we go. So we have that. The other bit of scoring is, this is going to come together super fast once we're all done. So it's just getting all those little pieces done. I thought this is probably the easiest way to do it. Okay, so the DSP measures 4 by 9.5. Yep. We're going to score it on the 4-inch side at 1/2 inch. And 3 inches. Oh. Whoops. I need to get another piece because I just cut it. Damn it. Four by 9.5. Anyway, let's get rid of that. On the 4-inch side, we are going to score at 1/2 inch. And 3 inches. Okay. Okay, we've done that. On the long side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch. It was bound to happen, wasn't it? So 1/2 inch, 4.5 inches, 5 inches, 5.5 inches, and 9 inches. Okay. All scored, all ready to go. Now, we're going to move this to the side. This is going to be our last thing to do. Let's score our card base. We do need to actually attach all our layers first. So this smaller piece is the top of the box. Oh, so the top of the card. Oh no, Judith. It was bound to happen. All good. Okay, for the inside of the card, we need to add our, hang on, there it is. We need to add our larger sentiment piece, the largest white piece, and then our matting up here as well. So yell out if you need the measurements again, and I can go through the measurements as we're gluing all these pieces together. So liquid glue, and you can dress these up a little bit more if you'd like. I've kept them pretty simple, which is what I was really happy with. So we've got one layer of white up the top, and then our sentiment piece that we stamped, that's going to go down the bottom. And maybe I should have checked the measurements. 3 1/4. There we go. So that should have been 3 1/4 by 3 7/8. All good. Okay. For the front, and I need to take this one off. Did you guys catch that? I don't need to take it off because I was right. I'm in a fluster now. Okay, I haven't done it wrong. It's good. This goes on top. This is my matting piece. Whew, save that. Okay, that's the inside of our card. Let's work on the front of our card. So there's 2 layers on the front. We've got our, and I've got glue everywhere. Hang on a sec. Let's get that off my fingers. Yes, Marion, I know. Second guessing's always the killer. My husband always says indecision kills. And I suppose that makes a lot of sense in the car. We're going to add the DSP layer to our white matting. And it's only a card, so it's not a big deal. But, and that's wrong as well. For some reason I've made the wrong measurements there. I have no idea what I've done. So that was 3 1/4. Let's adhere that one back down. Which will make this one 3 1/8, I believe. So pretty easy to fix. all fixed. Okay, and the front, and I know that that measurement's right. So just quickly, your 2 pieces of matting are 3 7/8 by 3 1/4. Your DSP are 2 pieces of 3 5/8 by 3 1/8. So there we have it. And if nothing else, I can show you what not to do. Okay. Add that layer down. And I think Berry Burst is such a fun, bright colour. There we go. Right. Now we can bring in I think we might do the gift bag now. So I'm going to move that to the side, let that all dry because there is glue everywhere. I'm just going to get rid of my gluey bits of cardstock as well, so we don't get that caught everywhere. So our DSP piece, here it is. Just quickly trying to get rid of some of that glue on my fingers. I love the liquid glue, but for some reason I have that heavy hand syndrome and I always just squish it a little bit too much. So we're going to fold and burnish on all those score lines. I'm going to do it nice and gently. This is specialty DSP, so you don't want to be rough. Want to be just really gentle with it. It's a little hard to see those with the lights. There we go. One here and another one on the end. Okay. So we have the larger piece on the top. This is going to be sort of folded over to reinforce that top of the bag. We're going to do the scoring is going to be folding in towards the inside of the bag. This middle fold, so there's 3 score lines here. This middle one actually is folding up. And we're folding those in, so just to create that side of the bag. Like so. Okay, let's chop up our bag. On the bottom, scissors here, we're going to take off this top little rectangle. So this is that larger score line there. Take off this one. And the bottom one as well. It's a busy pattern on the inside. Then where we have the 3 score lines, we're actually going to be taking off all of these little rectangles there. 1, 2, 3. Fold that down and I'll just cut over there. So like so. And then this rectangle over here, we're getting rid of that as well. So that's that top section. The bottom section, which is actually where we're adhering to the base of the card, we're going to get rid of this tab over here. We've already done this side. like so. And just like up here, we're going to get rid of those tabs as well. There we go. And that's what we're left with. Okay. And just to make it a little bit easier with our tabs, I'm just going to do a little bit of a miter cut, and we're not taking off, we're taking off like a smidgen. That's it. Okay. Okay. So I'm just checking my other one. If I missed I swear I've missed a score line there. So half an inch, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 9 inches. So I think I missed a score line there. I'm having a brain fart. There we go. Okay, so one of my edges I shouldn't have taken off the miter tab, but it's not going to hurt it. Okay, we can keep moving. So to pop our bag together, we're going to add tear and tape to this tab over here. I think I have caught Marian's busy head. That, and I've got these lights on that make me so hot, but it stops the flickering. But in summertime it's so hot. So we've just glued the sides there together. We're going to add tear and tape. Oh, I didn't take that one off. So that other score line, we're just going to take those off. Effectively, it's a bag that corsets in the middle. These two tabs here, we're going to add tear and tape to and fold inside the little bag. This really shouldn't be this hard, guys, sorry. Day 5. Okay. And we're just going to adhere that inside the bag, and it just reinforces. Sweet, isn't it? For the bag inside, we want to add some cute little handles for that, and of course we're using that gold ribbon. Now I will say, I think I've always been more of a silver person, but this Christmas I have used a lot of gold. So anyway, so I'm just going to take my hole punch and I'm going to add 2 holes, and then if I push it down together, I can put the hole in this exact same spot for the other side, like so. Now you can do this many different ways. For my card, or for my gift bag, I've just placed it inside, and I'm just going to tie a little bow or a little knot on the end. Make sure that that will hold, yep, and get rid of any excess there, like so. And then we just want to roundabout think where we want it. I'm going to thread that through, and tie a little bow as well, or a knot. Oh, might have to do that knot again. Perfect. And then same for the other side. Little knot. And it was actually easy to make the same side on my previous one, but I wasn't live, so the smart thing would have been to maybe measure the ribbon and do exactly the same. We're not going to do that. We're going to guess, and we're going to get it. So this ribbon has one side all gold, and then the other side has a bit of a white. So if you're working in ribbon that is very similar, maybe has different sides, you just want to make sure that you manipulate your ribbon around so it looks like the same, it's on the same side. Let's see, how'd I go? It's a little bit bigger, so that's good. All I'm going to do is tie a knot a little bit closer down. And because the last one pulled straight through, I'm going to do a double knot, cut that off. No one's going to know. That one's a little bit different now. It'll be fine. It will be fine. All right. So to pop this in the card and to have it do the pop-up feature, so clever. Isn't that clever? What we're going to do is we're going to add tear and tape to our little tabs down below. So one in this tab, and then again on the other side. And I'm going to have my shorter handle to the front. Let's take our backing off. What we want to do is we want to line it up near on to that score line here. Not on it, just close to it. And centering your bag on your card. So like so. Take the backing off, and we'll just close our card, and voila! Isn't that stunning? So pretty. We can pop in our tissue paper now. A gift card would work really well. You could put money in this. This would work well as a wedding card as well. It's not so cute, so elegant. Okay, and then to close our card up, we have all our die cut pieces. Let's move these over. We'll work on that now. So I'm going to add my 2 sprigs just with liquid glue down onto our label. Go. And if you don't have this set, use what you have. I'm sure we've all got lots and lots of Christmas product sitting in our craft rooms. I'm going to grab my mini glue dots. To get my little bells to sit along each other, I'm going to use a mini glue dot to stick them together. So just up the top. Like that. And adding a dimensional to pop him up on the sprigs. Actually, just going to chop off a little bit of this. Doesn't need to be there. So that's nice and popped up. The sentiment, we're just going to banner cut the ends, and the easiest way to banner cut is to cut in the middle, and then from each edge to that center, just going to cut to that center piece, and it'll give you a perfect banner every time. Same on the other side. And we're going to pop that up with a few more dimensionals. Now there's no embellishments, there's no, you know, bling on here, but we've got the beautiful bling in that ribbon. But again, depending on what, if you create it, what you use, you can definitely really embellish, like go to town with your embellishing. And then we're going to grab this ribbon and make a nice little bow on top. Hi Jen, how are you? Hopefully you've been well. Okay, beautiful. And then just a glue dot for that one as well. And then to attach this down, this is sort of holding the card shut. So you want this to go in behind. So you're sort of going up a little bit, but you don't want the adhesive to go any further up than half. So we're sort of popping that circle in the half along the card. So you just want to add your dimensionals down the bottom to pop it up a little bit. So I'm going to stick a row across and then a couple more down. Because you're using it to anchor your card together, you want to make sure that you're using enough adhesive that will hold it. And then making sure that it's clear of that, and then that's going to go down and hold it in. There we go. What do you guys think? We got there in the long run. Such a cute gift card, or you know, any holder, and it sits up, so absolutely adorable. Okay, there we have it guys, day 5. If you haven't been able to see all the all the different things that we've created in the 12 days of Christmas so far. Let me show you yesterday's. Was this one here, little pudding box. We have book treat holder, which has a little hidden message. We have a little matchbox gift, and lastly a little lollipop treat holder. So there we have it, day 5. I'm going to be back tomorrow at 5 for another project for you. Hopefully you can come back and join me for that. Thank you so much for spending a bit of time with me tonight, and I do apologize. It's been one thing from the orientation to a few little things here and there, but you guys understand. All right, everyone, enjoy your night, and I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. All right, bye-bye.